The real reason Katy Perry stormed off of the set of American Idol. Hey guys, we've been laughing so hard for the past few days during our American Idol reviews. These are just too fun to watch, especially with the cringy auditions. They'll give you a new reason to enjoy life today. But our most loving and beautiful judges, such as Katy Perry, it's never that fun. But luckily for them, it's not always a disaster. Sometimes they might judge the contestants too early, just like what happened with Katy Perry and a contestant named Normandy on American Idol's 20th season premiere. But let's not get caught up in the minutia. Let's just dive straight into the video. Recently on the premiere of the first episode of American Idol's 20th season, Katy Perry walked off the stage. This is what happened exactly. Deep voice singer and contestant Normandy walked on stage that day, and after exchanging pleasantries and engaging the judges in a conversation, she began singing. But a few seconds into her performance, and Katy Perry quickly and suddenly stood up and walked away. So just as every person that was watching this, the judges and most especially Normandy was just left with a big question mark and the expression on their faces. Standing up, she hilariously uttered, "This y'all, I'm outta here. I will not be set up," end quote, as she surprisingly walked out of the room, which looked like she wouldn't go back. At that very moment, Luke was just like, did she just? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the look on Lionel's face was like, why would she? And as far as Normandy, as patient as possible, knowing that this was a chance for her to shine, she asked, quote, "Is she gonna come back? I knew that was gonna happen. I can sing Mary Had a Little Lamb if you want," end quote. One thing you should know is that Katy Perry had mentioned that she thought that Normandy would sing the song Mary Had a Little Lamb. You could see Normandy's worried eyes seeping through the room and the feelings of her crushed heart showing in her body language. But, stronger than her little setback, she picked herself up and went on singing the same song that she had started singing before. This happened when Katy Perry finally came back in and sat on the judge chair, listening to Normandy, with a critique expression on her face. However, as beautiful Normandy continued singing, the judges' facial expressions included Katy Perry. And at the end, as every contestant craves, Normandy was given 3 yeses, which set her straight into the next round. But the question that we all have in our minds is, why has Katy Perry walked away from the first time if Normandy's voice was so good? I mean, Katy, please tell us who does that. But anyway, the best explanation for this would be that Katy was either trying to be funny and sarcastic, or maybe at first she really hated Normandy's voice at first. My best guess is that Katy was tired of hearing the same kind of songs on the American Idol, and she was tired of hearing a voice that kind of felt too similar or she didn't like because the voice sounded too close to hers, which made her feel like she was getting a lot of competition. On the other hand, maybe the case was that Katy was trying to bring more life to the show by being funny and sarcastic. We've all seen judges on shows like these walking out on contestants' auditions, especially when they're really mad and unsettled by the act. For instance, on America's Got Talent, where all kind of acts are welcomed, one female judge had walked out during an act where a male contestant decided to perform without his pants on. So in this case, the lady was pissed to death, making her walk out and never come back. In AGT's case, it was just sarcastic for the most part, but in Katy Perry's case on American Idol, what was she trying to do? I mean, we all know the #1 rule for TV. If you're not a comedian, don't tell any jokes and you won't have any awkward moments ever. We've definitely seen comedians having awkward moments, so how worse can it be for people that aren't comedians? Knowing this should have prevented Katy from being sarcastic and funny, which brings us back to our first guess, that she was pissed. We know that a little competition could hurt any person a lot, but come on Katy, you are a successful brand. Don't worry about a little competition. Anyway, to cut the long story short, our most beloved Normandy caught all the judges' attention, and came out victorious with her husky deep voice, and got her 3 yeses. What more can an aspiring performer ask for? Tell us in the comments. And that's it guys, we have come to the end of our video. Don't forget to leave us with a comment telling us why you think Katy Perry stormed out of the room when Normandy started performing, and more so, if you agree with our take. Subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this video, and please give us a thumbs up if the topic was enticing. If so, then hit the notification bell below to get info when we post another video. But until then, it's adios for now folks.